willing to share her experiences to her people. This is her way to inspire and push them to reach their full potential.
We really want to hear your story, and we were so inspired when you spoke at the HCO Forum.
Of course, thank you, Rebecca, for inviting me again. It was a pleasure to be a speaker at the Asia CEO Forum in your monthly meetings.
So, to start, we really wanted to find out your childhood. Can you share with us?
Okay, I come from Batangas City. We are 5 siblings. My father used to be mayor of Batangas City. So he was a frustrated lawyer, and that's why 3 out of the 5 children studied law. Yes.
Who really pushed you or inspired you at that young age?
Okay, my mother is a doctor, and during her time, it wasn't also common for women to be in school and to really pursue their dreams. So my mom was the youngest among 12 siblings, and so she was studied and she really pursued her medicine, so even during that era. So she was the disciplinarian in the family. My mom would teach us, if you could be number 1, do not settle to become number 2. So always aim for the highest. So fortunately for me, I was top of class in my elementary and then also in high school.
During high school, you're also valedictorian. How you did that?
For me, it was 1 day at a time, 1 exam at a time, 1 quiz at a time. That's the only thing that was within my control. And so as a student, I thought that was my responsibility to study really well and to give my everything there. So if I have difficult teachers or whatever will happen, that's extra and that's not within my hands or that's not within my control. So I will do my best in things that I am able to control, which is studying. So I just I did it 1 day at a time.
Is it because of that you think you give credit to your parents for who you are now?
What comes out from your parents' mouths will really be a very big influence in the children. So I think because of their influence that, if you're a student now, then you must be the best that you can be. By the time that we were working, the same discipline spilled over. It's really the value of just being the best at whatever field you choose to be.
So what made you decide to work in the university when you graduated?
At that time, the philosophy department did not have any female member of the faculty. And when I graduated from college, I graduated with highest honors. I think some faculty members told me, why don't you apply with a department? And then I did submit my CV, and they knew me because I was their fresh graduate, and then they accepted me. And so I felt so honored to be the first female philosophy instructor at the University of the Philippines in Diliman.
Why I'm so touched for you making that decision of joining Pag-ibig, because to really make a difference for our countrymen. Why?
I love the Philippines so much, so I said to myself, if I am going to leave the Philippines and work in Singapore and have the same option of doing something important as well in the country, then it outweighs as well that other option because it gives me also the opportunity to stay in the Philippines. I knew that with all the stories, the horror stories that I hear about being in public service and how a lot are tempted into corruption or into anomalies. So I thought, I'm going to be honest. I am honest, and I know I will be able to make use of the values that I know I have, and perhaps try if I can survive in this kind of environment.
Go back with your being a mom. How you work with your daughter?
I'm very proud of her. I always tell her, anak, you can be pretty, you can be tall, you can be smart, but if you don't have a beautiful heart, then you're nothing. You're no one. And that's just my hope for her. I am trying to hone her to become the best human being that she could be. And I was so touched in my birthday celebration last year, when she gave a short message for me. I was so touched by her message because she said that when she grows older, she wants to be just like me.
Aww.
And I think that's the best tribute that a parent could have.
So what's your best advice for children, our future leaders, to be successful like you?
Try to be the best. Try to be the best at whatever role it is. So always try to be a positive contribution in whatever community you are in. Life is about small things. Don't look at life as just the big things, but life is every day. How we are living every day. For me, take it one day at a time, be happy, be grateful. There will always be problems in life and challenges, but always look at the world with a grateful heart. Be grateful that you're alive, and as long as you are able to breathe, there is hope.
It's been our vision to make Philippine first world. What's your best advice also for all Filipinos, not only in Philippines, but around the world? How can we reach that? How can we achieve that?
Discipline is very important. So wherever we are, we have to prove to the international community that we are a positive presence and we can give a positive contribution to the international community. Always think of yourself not an isolated individual, but you are a Filipino. So always be mindful that you are you may be representing yourself. You may be representing the country. So all of these values that make Filipinos Filipino, we always keep that in mind, and always think that you are not living in an island. Your actions, your demeanor affect your family and affect your country.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Darlene.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed.
Every success has its struggles. Every dream has its trials and tests. Listen to their stories, because if they did it, you can also be called self-made.